The YouTube is live. The audio is live. Today's date is the 20th of the 12th, 2019. Alright, so I think that's all the things. Well, it was a great show. So I leave it there. I'll see you again tomorrow. Well done, everyone. We'll leave it there. Alright, goodbye. So I've turned the chat on in the old YouTubes. Oh jeez, there's a rumour that there's a fucking there's been a load of voicemails left for me, angry voicemails left by lawyers or angry fans or something. So we might have a listen to those. We don't know. We might have to wait till tomorrow. We'll see what the crack is. Right, moving very swiftly on. How does one? Oh shame. Right, today I'm gonna give you the VeganSteven answer to life. What? The VeganSteven answer to life? You're so generous. I know. But you look, everyone's answer to life's different. But this one specifically worked for me. So I doubt it'll work for you, to be honest, because everyone has their own answer to life. But so you can try it out if you want. Oh, it's the bio! How are you getting on? We're just here talking about the answer to life, and I'm going to sing you a song. What's your answer to life? My one's just trying to have a genuine chat with people. All those kind of things. Let's get this chat turned on, and we'll be away. It says it's live, but is it live? Alright, I don't know how to do this. So, we'll just get on with the show. Here's a little song. Fuck your Wikipedia facts. Fuck your selfish charity act. Fuck your religious ghost stories. Fuck your job and your degree. 'Cause I don't wanna be part of your politically correct attack. I don't wanna be part of your empty social movement. 'Cause we are the life, and you can't have us, not us, not us. Sing a song about nightlings. Lads. Mid-song here. Holy Jesus. Getting derailed. I like Night. It's kind of an angry song. I can't give out about nightlings. I love nightlings. They're good crack. Oh, public transport. Oh, Jesus. Fuck everyone who charges fear. Fuck charging sick people for healthcare. Fuck product placement brands. Fuck the promised land. 'Cause I don't wanna be part of the Nightlink with Rossi 81 politically correct attack. I don't wanna be part of your empty social movement. We are the life, and you can't have us. It's the master race, the Irish and the Blacks. Shane McGowan quote. The master race are the Irish and the Blacks. Not us. Where are you? I'm in space. Pizza. Here, have a bite of my pizza. There you are. Not us. We are the life, and you can't have us. Not we're shit we don't need, 'cause all we need is each other. Heal the people, don't enslave the people. We're shit we don't need, 'cause all we need is each other. 'Cause we are the life, and you can't have us. Not us, not us. 'Cause we are the light, and you can't have us. Not us, not us. Woo! There you are. That's the old, you got any Irish in you? That's for you. And if you want any more Irish in you, well, I'll leave that there. That's one of my favourite Thin Lizzy quotes, Phil, in it. Who's got, what was it? Is there any of you got some Irish in you? And the crowd goes, "Way!" And then he says, "Is there any of you want more Irish in you?" And the crowd girls go, settle losing their fucking minds. Alright. Shit, man, I'm giving you the answer to life today. Fuck my balls. No fucking pressure. Jesus Christ. Alright. As you know, I fell down a bit of a hole, but I'm back. King of Consistency's fucking back, man. And here's how to do it. So, I've generally, here's a bit of, I know no one asked for advice. I'm not giving advice. This is just fucking entertainment, alright? I'm not trying to tell anyone what to do. Go suck a dick and sell yourself on the street and stick a load of heroin in your eye, alright? I'm not a role model. If you do what I say, you're not going to live very long. Alright. Shit, I've no water. See what I mean? If you follow my rules, you're going to run out of water. I've only got this much water to last me the whole show. Alright. VeganSteven's Answer to Life coming up after the break. VeganSteven podcast is a parody of a podcast. VeganSteven is a fictional character. All guests are allegedly fictional characters. Even those based on real people are entirely fictional. Celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. The following program contains coarse language and, due to its nature, should not be viewed by anyone. This is the VeganSteven podcast, the #1 vegan podcast. It's every day. It's not just for vegans. I'm your host, VeganSteven. We are currently live everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, iTunes, Spotify. Christmas single is out now. The name of my Christmas single is called Official #1 Hit Single Ireland 2019 or something like that. That's the name of my single. That's the name of it. Alright, some people's songs are called Love. My song is called Official #1 Hit Single Ireland 2019. Alright? That's the name of my song. And it's out. And it's out there to promote positive mental health. It's just done on the phone. It kind of, again, shows how you can just do fucking anything, you know what I mean? I didn't go into a big expensive studio. I had someone just hold the phone. And all I did was walk down the staircase, took off my hat and all that. I did a little bit of a rap about Ireland, mental health care and all that shit. And then I sang a little song on the piano, alright? Anyone can do it. Kind of. But what I'm trying to say is, like, everyone has a phone, do you know what I mean? And everyone can sing and everyone can write a little story about Ireland, and I think that's what people really want to hear. Like Irish people anyway, they just want to hear a little bit of something about their own lives, because which I know is mad, but everyone loves themselves and so on and so. Yeah. My only regret in life is not bringing enough water into Studio B, because I don't have much water left here, so. But your luck. We'll keep going. Fucking hell, I'm going on a house party tour. Forgot. Balls, man. Shit. That's strictly over 21s. Strictly over 21's house party. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I guess there'll be some kind of I don't know. But just to cover myself, I'll make it like strictly over. What's realistic? 18s or 21s? I guess 18s. Maybe 21s. I don't know how the fuck it's gonna work. I'm just one guy. I don't know the law inside out. Just a fucking Irish lad. Alright. Living in Dublin. All music is free. Jeez, that's very good. You get the music for free. Buy merch, business model. Patreon. Yeah, got the old Patreon. I told you all about the merch. We're gonna do some world affairs today. Man, I'm really struggling with my fresh bottle of water. So it's literally like my number one panic right now is I'm gonna run out of water. This is not okay. Oh my lord. Holy Jesus. Wait for this, lads. I fucking no fucking jokes. I watched the new Star Wars last night. Allegedly. I allegedly watched the new Star Wars on a dodgy pirate last night, allegedly. Hashtag this is fiction, etc. Alright, but it just blows my mind. Like, it was out, the film was only out yesterday in the cinemas, and on the same fucking day there was a dodgy ass pirate out, and I just allegedly saw the new Star Wars on a dodgy pirate in Studio B while fucking making sick ass beats. Like, what fucking world are we living in where you can just stay in your own comfort zone making fucking beats and then watch the brand new fucking stuff, like a multi-million like ethically wrong, stealing's ethically wrong, all the rest of it, you know what I mean? But in a world where you could actually do that, whether it's legal or whatever, it's fucking mind-blowing. It's fucking mind-blowing. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I know not everyone's into Star Wars, and that's fine. Maybe some people are into football or knitting or whatever you're into. But, you know, for me, like, everyone has that thing that they fucking love. And for me, that childhood nostalgia is like a kids' TV show. And the kids' TV show, which was developed for kids, people seem to get all weird about Star Wars, like, oh, it's not the way it used to be. Oh, jeez, yeah. Star Wars was made for kids, alright? You can't. If you look at any interviews, it's a kids. It's like a kids. It's for kids. All right. It started off as a musical. In case no one knows about Star Wars, it started off as a musical about space, and then it got changed into a 3-part film or whatever. All right. So you're arguing over a musical based in space that got turned into like a kids thing, and then people are like, no, it's actually fucking, it means all this stuff, and yeah. It means different things to everyone. And I fucking love it. It's my number one favourite thing. But I'm also aware that it started out life as a musical, and it was made as a kids' film, and all the rest of it. So, and, you know, I get big into, these backstories are all clashing with these backstories, and Disney have made a fucking bollocks of it, Jesus, it's not the way it used to be, or whatever. Change is coming. It's all fiction, baby. And it's mad. It's just very good to keep perspective, you know what I mean? Like, I get really into Star Wars, have a few of the toys, whatever, but keeping perspective, it started off as a kids' musical. So, and I hate musicals. I fucking hate musicals. If there was one song, if one of them burst into a cappella in Star Wars, I just fucking bang it off. I don't know what it is about musicals. It makes no logical sense because VeganSteven, you love music, yeah, love it. And you love movies. I fucking love movies. I fucking love them. How about we stick the two together and make... No, it's fucking shit. It's like having ketchup all over your blowjob. You're getting a lovely blowjob and someone just pours ketchup everywhere and you're like, listen, I like ketchup with chips and I like my blowjob with my blowjob stuff. You don't put ketchup all over your blowjob, alright? Ketchup blowjobs. Listen, don't take my word for it. You try getting a blowjob and pouring ketchup everywhere and see how you like it. Alright? Sorry, I just get very annoyed when ketchup gets all out of my blowjob. It's getting worked up here. Oh my god. For years, I couldn't tell jokes because for years, it must have been fucking, I don't know how many years, I was trying to tell jokes for years and I couldn't do it. No one thought it was funny. Well, maybe still no one thinks I'm funny, which is funny in itself, nearly. It's gonna be fucking great if as a joke people pretended I was funny. It was like, it reminds me of this old Chinese film called, Chinese spoof called Kung Pao, and they taught him karate wrong. So instead of he was taught that he uses his face, that when people punch his face, they're losing. If you know what I mean? They taught him karate wrong as a joke. So he'd be getting the shit beat out of him, and he was like, haha, I hit your fist with my face. With badly dubbed and all the rest of it for the humour. Yeah, sure, fuck it. Who knows? Who knows? VeganSteven podcast is a parody of a podcast. Hopefully the second channel, VeganSteven, is going to be like a what's that thing called? You know, like a kind of a best of, like little, you know, like a little minute segment of highlights or whatever. It'd probably be like VeganSteven highlights or something like that. I think that's the good shit. That's the good shit. That's that pure shit. Right, there's been an interruption in my stream of consciousness. I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember what I was talking about or what I was supposed to talk about. So I've been consumed by the pressure. I'm just like, oh Jesus. This is the kind of part of the podcast where I want to look at the clock and go, oh jeez, I don't know if I can go for another minute, let alone another 20 minutes, you know what I mean? Now I'm in. Alright, VeganSteven answer to life. Okay. Alright, here we go. You have your pens and pencils ready to nitpick and go, you're right about this, but you're wrong about that. Alright, listen. Answer to life. Geez, Scientology is very scary, isn't it? And they opened up a centre there in Ireland. Did you see that, geez? And I heard some guards talking there about Scientology, and they're saying they're investigating the fucking Scientology thing in Ireland there, allegedly. And yeah. So, they're a very scary organisation, allegedly, in fiction land. Because VeganSteven wouldn't have, it'd be such a silly idea for VeganSteven to ever make fun of Scientology that he wouldn't do it, because the legal implications are too overwhelming. Have you ever looked at those videos of people who slag off Scientology, and then if you slag off Scientology, they leave like a fucking car outside your house, start taking photos of you, they start getting like fucking printing loads of weird shit about you, like, oh, did you hear that fucking VeganSteven doesn't like wearing shoes in public? He walks around barefoot. What a madman. All this mad shit, and then they go up to the street and go, hey, can I ask you a question? Why are you such a fucking idiot? Hi, I'm Scientology, that's fucking creepy as fuck. Yeah, so they opened some weird ass centre in should I fucking look it up? Because not many people know about it. And it's creepy as fuck. I know you're not allowed to be racist or some shit, but I don't know. It just seems creepy, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like if I saw someone punching a kid right on the street, I'd be like, do you know what? That's not sound. And Scientology punching a kid in the face, I don't know. Where's the line? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. VeganSteven, is he a massive racist or just a closet homosexual? I don't know. Find out in the next episode. Because a lot of people are very confused that I'm a deeply closeted homosexual. But that's life, isn't it? Yeah, alright. Answer to life. Bring in the vibe with you. I find fucking... Those going to sound very strange, but people are like, oh yeah, fucking, they love you. And I'm kind of like, of course, everyone loves me, like. Which I know seems kind of like weird to say, but I listen to what people have to say. I don't go in with... I'm willing to admit I'm wrong when I'm wrong. I'm willing to, what was it? To bend, but not break. I don't know how to say this. I don't know. This is what happens when you're talking shite. You kind of go, oh geez, what shite was I on about there? Shite on the internet, but the odd time VeganSteven makes sense. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, VeganSteven, what are you on about? You talk about yourself in the third person, and you might have a God complex or a Messiah complex. Oh, are you ambidextrous? VeganSteven, tell me now. Oh, why don't you text back? Oh, VeganSteven, it's only 5 fucking days to Christmas. 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 Everybody sing along! It's only 5 fucking days to Christmas. It's only 5 fucking days to Christmas. It's only 5 fucking days to Christmas. Scientology is very creepy. It freaks me out. It's 5 fucking days to Scientology is fucking freaky. It's only 5 fucking days to Christmas. Scientology is very fucking freaky. Oh, please don't sue me, Scientology. Listen, Scientology, if you're gonna sue me, you're just proving that you're shite crack, alright? Do you want to be shite crack, Scientology? Do you want to be known as shite crack at a party? Because I'm willing to say you're shite crack at a party. That's defamation, you can't be said. I'm pretty sure creepy is like one of the mildest things you could say about someone. Okay, here's my official statement on Scientology. VeganSteven is a fictional character. I may or may not have been christened VeganSteven at birth. I don't even know what these things mean. There's just some bunnies hanging around my fingers. Scientology is a little bit creepy, ? That's my official statement to the press. Scientology is a little bit creepy, ? Okay, enjoy. I'll see you in court. The old defamation case, that'd be good crack. You can send some. I live somewhere between Chocolate Land. What you want to do if you're looking for my house, Scientology, you want to take. You want to go as if you're heading for Chocolate Land, right? Then take your first straight. Follow the straight around the straight, and then you want to take You're going to see a sign on your left which will say, "Do you want to keep going? Do you want to keep being a dickhead? You're going to see a sign right in front of you saying, "Dickheads, go straight. If you want to be sound, take a sharp left." Now you just want to keep going straight to Dickhead Land. And then you're going to see a sign. This is your last chance. Everyone thinks you're fucking delusional, Scientology. That's going to be a big sign, flashing lights there, okay? Now, what you want to do is just ignore that sign. Just keep banging on ahead. And when everyone tells you, hey, what happened to all those mysterious things, and why would such lovely documentarians as Louis Theroux be kind of freaked out about you? And many others, just put those earphones on, just block all that negative talk out, Scientology. You just keep going. You just keep wanking yourself off with autofellatio, and you just keep on fucking going. Now, you're coming up to VeganSteven's house. VeganSteven, you're like, hello, I am a generic Scientology, how do I say this? A generic Scientology character? I'm trying to make this as least offensive as I can. Because you're giving out, if someone from Scientology is here, right? I can be like, oh, you're so silly being Scientology. Oh, you're so silly. Oh, you're so silly. But it's kind of like telling, like, a Christian they're really silly. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. They're going like, no, I'm not silly. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know what the fucking answer is. All I'm saying is, On Garda Síochána is looking into this Scientology centre extensively. I've heard rumours, and I'm sure they wouldn't. If everything was above board, I'm sure the guards wouldn't be looking into them. So it's a bit of a hint when you have a massive investigation on your ass that maybe you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. I don't know. Scientology is very creepy, allegedly. I heard a man getting see how all the Scientology stuff was. I was on the lash there. I was having a few pints, and there was this lad getting sick in a toilet, and he was like, "Hey, and like, say, what's that? Creepy? Oh, I'm getting sick." And I was like, what? Scientology's really creepy. I was like, oh, I'm getting sick. So it was from that point that I knew Scientology was a little bit creepy. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be giving out to people who aren't Scientologists and stuff, because it's like being a vegan or anything. Like, you got your mind fixed on this thing. You're like, oh, this is who I am this thing. And if you're telling them that, no, what you believe in is silly, you ought to have a whole cup of tea and just... I don't know. I don't know. It's very fucking hard. When someone's brainwashed, it's a whole fucking thing. Do you know what I mean? Some people believe that you should kidnap them, and then that's fucking kidnapping and all this stuff. But it's very hard to, like, debrief someone from being fucking brainwashed. And in case anyone forgot, it's 100% legal to brainwash someone in America. I'm guessing it's probably legal to brainwash someone in Ireland, because Ireland kind of copies America and all that stuff. It's like, oh, well, they have to all do whatever they're doing because they're doing well, and I'll copy them, which is fine. So yeah, everybody sing along. Is Scientology really creepy? Are Garda Síochána doing a big investigation because they're fucking creepy? Yeah. Is there any articles about this? It's like some Scientology centre now. I'm guessing like Ireland was like, here, you creepy fucks, you creepy ass fuckers. Church of Scientology, Natural Affairs Office of Ireland. It's gotten 3.7 stars out of 5. So you know it's good. Let's see what their food is like. Oh, that's so fucking creepy. They have a phone number here. It's 016785794. Geez, that's very handy. It's 4 Merrion Square N. Now, this is on the internet. I'm not doxing them, alright? I'm just saying if you want to book a reservation or ask any questions, maybe this is how to do it. So this is all public information. I'm not being malicious in any way. This is all... I just typed Google into whatever. So it says here, Church of Scientology, Natural Affairs, because maybe, I don't know, maybe Church of Scientology is for me. Maybe I will go to Church of Scientology and say, listen, I'm no longer vegan. I gave it up. I'm wrong. Alright? Is there any chance you would accept me as your lad? And they say, listen, it'll just cost you a load of money. And I go, listen, I made the money. Do you know how many hats I sell? Do you know how many hats I sell now? So, alright, you listen. Mental health break. Boil that cup of coffee. Listen, I have my own, preconceived views that I think Scientology is creepy, allegedly. But I'm gonna try and do a little bit of unbiased research because it's very easy, Maybe someone's lying about Scientology. Maybe it's fucking sound. Who knows? Okay, so I'm gonna try and put my own beliefs aside and just, I'm gonna try and be on their side for a minute because, do you know what? Maybe the Earth is flat. Do you know? Maybe. What do I know? Alright, here we go. Alright. Okay. Let's have a look at these Google reviews. So let's see. I just typed in Scientology Centre Ireland. Alright. There's some photos there. We've got a review. Someone gave it a bit out of 10 there. It says usually not too busy. It says popular times, usually not too busy. St. Anne's Church of Ireland. And it has churches. It's kind of a bit hypocritical of me, isn't it, to say, Church of Scientology is really creepy. Like, every religion's done some fucking creepy ass shit, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a bit like, okay, I'm not Catholic, but if I was, like, every religion's done fucking creepy shit that I'm aware of. I don't know, though. These could just be incorrect blanket statements. Who knows? Let's see now. Scientology, Dublin.ie. Oh my god. Fucking creepy fucks. Excuse me. Excuse me. Had something caught my throat there. What in Scientology question? They got some lovely videos here. Alright, L Ron Hubbard. You creepy fucking fuckers. You creepy ass fucks. Do you know what they're really fucking good at? I might hire whoever Scientology have to do the website. Bang on, like, I might hire them. They look good. Now it looks slick as fuck. I'll give them that. Like, it looks very nice. The website. I'm gonna give their website 9 out of 10, maybe 10 out of 10. The website's done very well, so they got that going for them. Oh my god, this is so fucking creepy. I learned this is Darren, a chiropractor. Oh, this is so creepy. Meet Scientologist in Ireland. Darren, I learned in Scientology how to observe better. Darren says, it's funny, but you look at things a little differently when you're fucking brainwashed. Excuse me. Alright, sorry. It's very hard. I just find it so hard to keep my personal agendas out of it, because, you know, I'm trying to be a little bit objective, but at the same time, it's kind of looking at someone who slaps kids. It's kind of like, you shouldn't really be doing that, though, you know. Alright, let's see. This is creepy as fuck. Alright, moving on. Jive aces, musicians. A lot of these people are like hired, by the way. They generally get actors to do these things because... Jive Ace Musician says, they say, I think the first book we all read was Diagnostics. This guy, L Ron Hubbard, was a well-renowned science fiction writer, in case anybody forgot. He's a science fiction writer who allegedly got his wife to write a lot of things, because he was extremely prolific, but every book he released was apparently read like a first draft. So I don't know. Listen, everyone is haters. Maybe Scientology are the best religion ever. Alright? I really don't know. I can only go off like whispers I heard, and who knows? Who knows? Alright? Alright, here we go. Argenta, she's a woman, and she says, Scientology helps me in that I have knowledge of life, says her. I have knowledge of people. I have knowledge as a mother. Could we get more vague? Ganantro. He's a real estate agent. Whoa, he's so... Oh, yeah. The fact of spirituality struck me, says... Okay, I want to spell his name right just because I don't want to be offensive to this young gentleman. Gaetano. Alright. I did my best. Sorry, I don't have much time here to be politically correct, so I just gotta bomb through this. The fact of spirituality. Alright, whatever. Moving on. Charlie, tour guide, says, and they're all very. None of them have. They all look like they had a bit of a forehead surgery. Like gonna be this one, and they look very clean. They're the kind of demographic have a few bob, as in they've got money to spend on Scientology water and all the fees that are involved in Scientology. In case you know, there's a lot of very expensive fees in Scientology, very expensive water, and so on. Umperanto, technical draftsman and entrepreneur. So this is a fictional character just reading through the Scientology Dublin website. Alright, here we go. So we got about us, how you getting on? L Ron Hubbard. L Ron Hubbard in Ireland. Well, he was never in Ireland. He spent his whole life, a lot of his life, on a boat because he was trying to avoid taxes and things like that. LRonHubbard.org. Oh god, founder of Dianetics and Scientology. What the fuck is happening? Hang on. Alright, listen, I didn't press play on that video, so don't try and fucking sue me for copyright. I didn't fucking press anything. That was fucking some autoplay. Alright, here we go. L Ron Hubbard, founder of Dianetics and Scientology. Right, got a little quote here. For nearly a quarter century, I have been engaged in the investigation of fundamentals of life, the material universe, and human behavior. Such an adventure leads down to many highways, through many prions, into many back alleys, uncertainty through many starve of life. Alright. Fair play to him. Oh god, what is Scientology? Listen, I'm sure you can fucking Google that and you can... Creepy as fuck. Okay. Dublin holds a special place in the history of Scientology. In 1956, the founder, L Ron Hubbard, lived here and worked in Merrion Square. Yeah, well, he was on the fucking run, like, from the law. For not paying taxes and running a fucking cult. So, yeah. Like I said, like, he'd have to live on a boat, because otherwise he'd be arrested for not paying taxes and shit. Like, he was a dodgy dude. He was a chronic drug abuser, alcoholic, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, his view on reality was a bit distorted, but everyone's view on reality is a bit distorted. He was a science fiction writer. I don't know, man. There's just so many fucking holes in everything they say, you know? They're run as a church because they sued Congress for... Just so much. If you actually look into it, man, it's just like a hilarious, comical history. Like, it's actually... You could not make it up. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous, the stuff that they're saying. As regards, like, what they got away with it. It's just like... absolute chancers. Civic engagement. They got a football pitch. So how these guys do this is they open up a centre and everyone goes, oh, they're part of the community, they're giving. The only reason they have these centres is because they're set up as a religion, okay? Now, if you're set up as a religion, you can't be making profit. So what you have to do is spend all your money on property. Okay, so they spend all their money on property, so they've got to buy up property all around the world because they're not allowed to just have stacks of cash, alright? They're legally not allowed to do that if they want to run, because they have tax exempt status, okay? How do these guys get their money? They get their money by selling, they have these like a Bible kind of thing, right? And every time you give them a few grand, they go, right, here's what happens in chapter 4, and here's what happens, and at the end you get to find out what this mysterious goal is. And the mysterious thing, punchline, the thing at the end is that we all came from fucking space. And it's just, it's if you think Star Wars is mad, this is like someone who kind of half watched Star Wars and is a professional retard. There you are. A competitive retard. Hey! You're not allowed to say retard. I actually asked someone genuinely, like, what is the politically correct word for retard? Because they were someone in the mental health industry and so on. And they were so shocked at my question, they just burst laughing and just couldn't answer. Because they were so, like, offended at my language, and I don't blame them. I was just genuinely asking, like, what is the place? Because I want to know. I want to improve myself, you know, hold myself better, because I want to be responsible for all my actions. Alright, here we go. More than 10,000 Scientology churches. Okay, alright, they got 10,000 churches. Can you imagine the kind of money that you would need to own 10,000 churches? And as I said, they have to do that because of set up as a church. It's a classic, like, it's just a classic cult. Do you know what I mean? Related organizations, yada yada yada. Jeez, Scientology. Right. Yeah, they target like disadvantaged groups, like, yeah, whatever. Alright, I don't really understand how they mix. They got a visit from Santa's reindeer. At the thing there. So Santa came to the Scientology Centre. That kind of, I don't know if that implies that it's religious or how the fuck this works, but yeah. Oh wow, more activities. South Dublin families and new Santa. Oh, they're so cool. Yeah, awesome. Oh, local benefiting charities. Oh, they're so good. They're giving to the community. Listen, I've told you how evil corporations work, and I told you it all works. A lot of it works through charities and so on. Right. Okay. Alright, here we go. A new Church of Scientology and community centre on a multi-acre estate opens its doors. The communities of Dublin with ceremony full of spirit of celebration. Alright? These lads are not allowed to spend their money on, you know, they have to spend their money on... Alright, they're set up as a charity. They do not have to pay taxes. Do you understand this? They don't have to pay tax in Ireland. Alright? Do you understand? This company doesn't have to pay tax because it has church status, tax exemptions. Do you understand what I'm saying here? They can't spend money on stupid shit, so they have to buy up a load of fucking land for churches. This is all a fucking business plan. Right. I don't know. Just every time I look into these, I'm just like, oh fucking jeez, like, how are they getting away with this now? And I'm also taking notes, like, how can I do that? Because I'm a bit of a creepy psychopath person myself. But, sure, look, we've all been there. Our doors are open. Our help, yeah. So I've already said, they have these leaflets in like drug rehabilitation centres. They bring in, drug addicts and then try to brainwash these vulnerable people and become Scientologists. Alright? Preying on people who are in a very vulnerable position. They're preying on them. Alright? These are fucking vultures. Wolves in sheep's clothing. Allegedly. Okay. Beliefs and practices. Scientology creeds code. What does Scientists say about us? Inside the Church of Scientology. Basic principles of Scientology. Alright. So normally how this works is they'll get you on the street and they'll be like, oh, you seem like a really smart person. And then they go, oh my god, you're sick. You're sick. And they won't accept you if you've had any basic mental health training such as CBT. And all these kind of, they won't, if you've already been to like a counsellor and all this stuff, they won't look at you. They're like, no. Because then they'll know, like, how the fucking shit works. And they're like, jeez. So yeah, jeez, I wonder why on Garda Síochána are doing a big investigation on them. Yeah, jeez, jeez, I wonder why they're doing that there now. Creepy cult, yeah. No, jeez, it's in Ireland, yeah. So they have this big centre, and what they do is they offer to rent it out at a lower rate than normal. So you get all these dance crews being like, oh, we need somewhere, to fucking need to have all this dance class, and we also need to make a profit. And Scientology's like, you want a big place? Yeah, come on over here. And meanwhile, it's getting all this, like, yeah. Oh god, oh cool, oh wow, they got their cafe names in Irish, wow. Do you know when the Catholic Church was taking over Ireland, they had to do like a mashup. You can't just take over, when you're taking over a country and stuff, when you're invading, you have to meld their traditions with your own, so that they think that they're already agreeing with you. It's quite a psychological head fuck. But yeah, it's quite complex, which is my out. Alright, so they got a cafe, and would you look at that, geez, they got a cafe, and what's the name of the cafe? It's Cafe in blah blah. It's in Irish, okay? So they're trying to suck the cock of, oh wow, it has disabled access and Wi-Fi. Okay, sorry. Listen, if this wasn't Scientologist stuff, I would be there. It looks fucking class. And all over the place they have things saying, it's a miracle. Support, perfect, advice, wow. Alright, everyone's super happy! It's called love bombing. Man, I thought this was supposed to be VeganSteven, this fucking chippy, chirpy man, and now I've turned into some fucking arsehole that goes giving out about other people. Listen, I didn't want to... I feel like that Greta woman, you stole my childhood! And it's like, listen Greta, I know you're 16 and you love telling people you're 16, and for some reason you love telling people you're autistic. I don't know what that's all about, but best of luck to you. 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 There's alternative ways of communicating, is maybe what I'm trying to hint at. There's alternative ways of communicating apart from getting angry. Says the man who gets very angry all the time. So listen, I know I'm a hypocrite and all the rest of it. Sure, look. Right, that's Scientology anyway. What more do you want? Creepy as fuck, allegedly. Oh, Jesus. Alright, let's try and book something. How do we book something? Okay. Oh, no, they just want to sell me the books from the library. Oh, Jesus. Alright, they got all the things here. Diagnostics, the modern science of mental health. Oh, fuck no, that's not a good idea. Shit. The problems of work. Again, L Ron Hubbard. Clear body, clear mind, L Ron Hubbard. Dianetics, this evolution of science. L Ron Hubbard, Scientology. I think you get the way to happiness. So, when you have lads like me being like, listen, this is how to be happy and this is how to be confident, I'm letting you know that, I don't know. Whereas these people are going, listen, this is the only way to do it. If you don't do this, you're a fucking idiot. And you gotta pay us some money as well. Hard book of price ears. A Scientology slant on the thing. Alright, whatever. So, yeah, generally how this works is Scientology gets annoyed at me for having to go and slagging them. Then they'll put out some defamating information, such as VeganSteven buys all his clothes from child sweat labour camps, or VeganSteven has been pictured punching this homeless man, or whatever. And they try to piss the person off into, like, you know, assaulting the Scientologist person who's like, hey man, hey man, and then they bring out their own documentary on VeganSteven's like, oh look at this man, he doesn't eat meat, oh he's so weird, oh he's fucking mental, oh jeez, VeganSteven, what's he thinking, oh he's got depression, oh Jesus, oh he's a big silly man. Alright, they do things to, it's character defamation. Now I'm kind of doing character defamation here, because I am, you know, making fun. Jeez, I got a very big shop there. I'm doing, you know, character defamation as well. Like, I'm slagging them. So, I don't know, maybe, I guess do your worst, Scientology, you know what I mean? You're going to get a lot of there's a lot of shit on me, do you know what I mean? And to be honest, I've already said it. I think I've said every bad thing I've done in the podcast so far, so it's all there. Knock yourself out, Scientology. You're going to have a great time. I've given you an abundance of bold things I've said. You can take them out of context. Oh, fuck off. Which area would you like to improve most? Everyone has a problem with communication. Everyone has a problem with all these. Okay. Problems with drugs. Your public image. Oh my god. Illness and injuries. So this is a classic con. Alright? It can help with it can help with it. It's like this miracle drug. Wow. Communication. It can help with stress, anxiety, depression, difficulties on the job. Oh wow, this sounds really cool and hip. Wow. It'd be gas if they used me saying, wow, this is cool and hip Scientology. Whoa, let's do it, guys. Wow. And they use that as an ad for themselves. That'd be fucking gas. Alright, integrity, honesty, and ethics. Oh, you absolute slimy, bottom feeding waste of skin. Alright, handling conflicts. Well, let's see how you handle this conflict, bitch. Marriage and family. Wow, understanding life. You always get the sleaziest fucks in the world telling you what to do, isn't it? You always get the sleaziest fucks. Is VeganSteven a sleazy fuck? I don't know, maybe he is. Studying problems, studying and learning. So if you have dyslexia, Scientology, wow. Injuries, if you have a sore toe, Scientology. What's the answer? Don't go to the doctor. Scientology. Yeah, I can't remember if they don't allow mental health medication. Your public image, okay. So there's so many controversial stuff that they do. Like, they don't allow. Like, people have died from not going to the doctor because Scientology wouldn't let them go to the doctor, and they're like, hey, you can leave whenever you want. Hey man, why do you want to leave? The door's right there, leave whenever you want, man. All these fucking head games melt your fucking mind, man. Cults, just a few, like, people, you know, like extended members of the family we've lost them to cults and so on. It's just unfortunate. But you listen, what do I know? So, if you would like to make a booking in Scientology, Church of Scientology National Affairs, let's see. The address is 4 Merrion Square N, Dublin 2. That's DO2X443. Open from 10. The phone number there is 016785794. Okay, that's cool. Any questions? No. Let's see. So there it is. Like, you know what I mean? If you want to make a booking or go check it out yourself, maybe they do a good cup of coffee. Who knows? Scientology Community Centre, Christmas, winter. Oh, Jesus Christ. this is creepy as fuck. Alright. Well, let's get my the Scientology. Alright, here we go. Scientologists carry out 70 Dublin cleanups, getting mixed response. Yeah, so... Okay. Let's read what these guys have. This is the irishtimes.com, okay? Now, the Irish Times, I am not a reputable news source. I am someone who just reads the, reads fucking shit and tries to make a joke out of it, alright? Now, Irish Times is someone who a lot of people respect as a reputable news source. So let's see what they have to say. They actually know what they're talking about. They're not looking for a joke, and they're not like, a comedian, and so on. So let's see what someone who actually knows what they're talking about has to say on the subject. The Church of Scientology has carried out more than 70 community cleanups at various locations around Dublin. The past year in coordination, and now Irish Times are also very worried about getting sued to fuck by these lads. Dublin City Council's Central Area Committee revealed recently that community group called A Way to Happiness, contracted its seeking to carry out a cleanup in the Guild Street area, North Inner City, including around Sheriff Street on the 2nd of March. This area is one of the most deprived parts of the capital. They cut back, this is a quote, they cut back heavily Budrida, that's Buddleoria, and cleaned hard to reach areas. Their efforts to improve the bridge and if its awareness have enhanced the area greatly. That's a quote by I don't know who. Oh, the council said in a public domain report. Okay. However, the action has been condemned by the anti-cult group. Oh shit. Jeez, the Irish Times, they're a very reputable news source, aren't they? And they're saying anti-cult group. But I don't understand, because Scientology were allowed to set up in Ireland, and they're allowed to advertise in Ireland and all these things, and jeez. What says here that someone who's not VeganSteven, it's their personal opinion that they're a cult? Jeez, that's very strange, isn't it? Because I myself, VeganSteven, have no personal feelings about Scientology, allegedly, because I don't... whatever. We're moving on. I'm just talking shite at this stage. The cutback... Alright, where are we? Sorry. I'm getting my arms crossed. I'm like, I am right in my rightness. I'm starting to get smug, people. I'm starting to get my high horse. But honestly, man, Scientology could be the only way to happiness. I don't know. I haven't tried it out. Let's see. Okay. My dyslexia has taken a break and it has decided to let me read. Here we go. However, the action has been condemned. Oh my word. By anti-cult group Jeepers. Dialogue Ireland, that's Dialouge Ireland, who warned that public cleanups are a common tactic used by cult-like organisations to normalise their presence in local communities. Let's read that a few more times. However, the action has been condemned by the anti-cult group Dialogue Ireland, who warns that public cleanups are a common tactic used by cult-like organisations to normalise the presence of localised behaviours. Dialogue Ireland, who warned that public cleanups in the area was a common tactic used by cult-like organisations to normalise the presence in local communities. Dialogue Ireland, who warned that public cleanups are a common tactic used by cult-like organisations to normalise their presence in Ireland. Dialogue Ireland, who warned that public cleanups are a common tactic used by cult-like organisations in Ireland. Similar tactics were employed in Ireland in the past by the Unification Church, commonly known as the Moonies. Oh shit, they're the fuckers that took some of my aunties and uncles away, man. Fuck. We never saw those people again, man. And then the organisation Mike Grade, I don't know who that is. And then it says, Scientology have been doing this for a while. They're trying to build bridges into the community so they can be identified with positivity. This is called advertising, it's how it works. Our Instagram, it was fucking iconic. So, geez, I might read that again, because some of that sounded like it was alright. So it says, similar tactics were used in Ireland in the past by the Unification Church, commonly known as the Moonies. That's Moonies. As I said, I've personally lost family members that they come out like they were lost for like fucking 10 years, and then they come out and they're like, oh man, what happened? Like, and we're like, you got lost fucking half your life to some fucking mad church, and they're fucking brainwashed, and as a whole. You hear stories if you're talking to people and are like, oh yeah, we have to get like all the brothers together, we have to go in and get them fucking kidnap their own family members. Do you know what I mean? Alright, listen. I'm not telling anyone to do anything, obviously. I'm the last person you should listen to. I'm just a lad and fucking whatever. Listen, what else do we have to say? Oh, here we go. He compared. Sorry. I think when I get stressed, my dyslexia really kicks in. So I think if I just stay chill, it'll be grand. It's a bit. I don't want to be like going, "Oh, Stephen, you're so brave," but it's a little bit stressful slagging a big fucking church who very possibly is going to politically assassinate me. The Church of Scientology and Community Centre in Firth House, Dublin, photographed by Civil Byrne. That's, yeah, okay. Sure, listen, I've given today's date, once again, is the 20th to the 12th, 19. He compared it to Scientology recent anti-drug campaigns. Oh shit. He compared it to Scientology recent anti-drug campaigns and efforts of its association, NACORN, that's NARCONON, to set up a big controversial drug treatment centre in County Meath Village. Holy fuck. So they're if I'm reading this right, I don't know, they're taking people who are extremely vulnerable, who are coming off fucking heroin and all the rest of it, and then they're going to brainwash them with Scientology and be like, if you don't take Scientology, then you go back to drugs. This is fucking horrendous. Meanwhile, they go, oh, if you want like to keep Scientology, you have to sell your house and give us money for water and all this mad shit. Cleanups like this can present them in a favourable light among county council officials. Mr. Grade answered. Okay, I'm just going to read that again because I find this hard to take in. He compared it to Scientology recent anti-drug campaigns and the effect of its affiliated association with Narcon is to set up controversial drug treatment centre in county. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's see what science fiction it says. The Way to Happiness is the title of a 1980 pamphlet by science fiction author and Scientology founder L Ron Hubbard, which lists 21 moral commandments. Jeez, there's only one in Catholicism. Jeez, they're after adding another few. Hubbard founded the church in 1953. The US and Spain are among the countries that recognise it as a religion, while other governments have declared it a cult! Fuck. The Way to Happiness is a title of a 1980s pamphlet by science fiction author, Scientology founder L Ron Hubbard, which lists 21 moral commandments or whatever. Hubbard founded the church in 1953. The US and Spain are among the countries to recognise it as a religion, while other governments have declared it as a cult. In 2016, the Church of Scientology launched National Affairs Office on Merrion Square in Dublin in October 2017. It opened its European base at a large church and community centre in Firth House, Dublin. Responding to queries from the Irish Times, Dublin City Council said its central area office, is a quote, was first contacted in 2017, A Way to Happiness. They informed us that they were Scientologists and that they were interested in carrying a clean-up of the areas around Lifting Bridge over Royal Canal on Sheriff Street Upper. The usual assistance, this is still a quote, I'm kind of unsure who these quotes are from, but anyway. The unusual assistance, as with other groups or community cleanups, was offered to them and hence were supplied with gloves, litter pickers, bags with the clean-up was completed. Dublin City Council collected and removed all the bags. Alright. Encourages, that's ENCOURAGES, asked whether any other religious groups seek permission to carry out cleanups. The council said it encourages all community, residential businesses and environmental groups to get involved in community cleanups. The Church Scientology said too many people leave the job of cleaning communities' areas to the council. Here's another quote. The Church of Scientology has always encouraged people, no matter whether they are members or not, to take care of the environment. Spokesperson once again is just there to look after the public image, alright? Because if you don't have a public image, people won't come to you, they won't want to know anything about you. So this person's sole job is to spout propaganda, just saying that Scientology is sound, so that people will do it. Now, that's just what a spokesperson does, regardless of who they're speaking for. It's generally to speak in a positive way of the people they represent. So it's her best interest to speak positively about the people she represents. Okay, here we go. Our volunteers have done more than 70 cleanups at different locations around Dublin over the last year in coordination with the representative councils. Next little paragraph. She added that the Way to Happiness encourages people to safeguard and improve the environment and used by groups and individuals around the world to bring about moral values in a fun, cool manner. Fun and cool and morals. Wow, it's like where safety meets super safety. Safe and fun. Fun and safe and fun. Is it safe? Is it fun? It's safe and fun. It's family friendly. It's family friendly. It's Scientology. Family friendly. Alright, and they have loads of pictures of Scientology members helping out with disabled, I don't know what the proper word is, like mentally handicapped, or I can't keep up with these fucking basic terms, but they have a lot of disadvantaged youths and they have a lot of Scientologists smiling at them. So they have a very strong PR campaign. Alright, and by the way, Dublin Community Centre isn't available anymore, so the Facebook page is down on Scientology Ireland. So I don't know what that's about. Let's see, Scientology.org. I'm just going to see if there's the first few pages. That's very interesting. There's a lot of all the top results. Let's see, Scientology Community Centre Dublin. The Facebook page has been shut down. Must have been through so many complaints, I'd say. Just guessing. The Journal. Okay, we'll have to look at what the Journal has to say. And, Jesus fuck. Another article by the Irish Times. Oh my fucking fuck. Oh, this can't be real. How Scientology is trying to insert itself into Irish schools. Go fucking hang yourself. Scientology, find a fucking rope, tie it around your neck, find a nice big tree there. You want to hang it around your neck, you get a little stool, yeah? You pull yourself up and just fucking give it a little kick. And Scientologist, you just want to swing there until you don't breathe anymore. Alright? Kill yourself, Scientology. Fucking kill yourself. How Scientology is trying to insert itself into Irish schools. Fuck off. Sorry. I realise I've literally lost all. I'm literally in an emotional state right now, so whatever hope I had of being an unbiased news reporter is completely out of the way. We're just going into emotional land right now. I just want to confirm that I do not have a cool head right now. I'm speaking emotional right now. So this is by Conor Gallagher. Printed, it's the Irish Times. It's considered by many to be a very reputable news source. It's Saturday, December 16, 2017. Okay? How Scientology is trying to insert itself in Irish schools. And we have a video there which I won't watch just because of copyright reasons. But you're all welcome to find the article if you wish. Oh God, excuse me. Yeah. Sorry, I just want to make sure everything's still going. Lovely. And if you're still with me, you're a fucking saint. Here we go. When the neat white package arrived... Oh, Jesus, where is this going? When the neat white package arrived at... I'm going to That's how you can make this nice and bigger. So they're preying on disadvantaged people here, in case you couldn't tell the theme of this. People who are, like, you know, emotionally vulnerable, who are not really in... Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, baby. When the neat white package arrived at Rosmini Orosmini Community School in Drumcondra 3 months ago, Chris Gurrett was impressed. Inside, the religious studies teacher found a complete curriculum on how to teach human rights to students, alongside posters, leaflets, and a well-produced DVD entitled The Story of Human Rights. Ah, they're so good, eh? Those Scientologists are so good. Jeez, they're so good. In a job where resources can be hard to come by, teachers usually welcome a gift of good quality study materials. Do you know what? I should really look into that. I should probably donate a lot of VeganSteven guitars and instruments to schools. So remind me of that, okay? I'll look into that. That could be part of the, do you know, like a good percentage, I don't know, 5% or 10% or something would be going to a pool of charities. I think that'd be very good. Donate, you know, music equipment to all the schools, VeganSteven music equipment. I think that'd be good. So, fuck it. Alright? I've got money to spend. I've got charities set up. Now, there's a pool of charities which the profits of VeganSteven things will be dispersed upon. Like, I'm gonna become a millionaire, like, as well. So listen, like, I'm out to earn money for myself. But while I'm earning money for myself, I'm obviously going to give either 5% or whatever the percentage is to charities. And I have my own charity being set up called Corrupt Charity is my name of my charity. And all the charity does is give to other charities which have been vouched for by the VeganSteven listeners. You know, the top 30 charities or whatever, change every year. Just an idea. I'm going to go along with it until I find something better. But yeah, personally, music's a big part of my life, and I'd like to give all that shit to schools. Because I remember in my school there was one guitar that someone left there by accident, and you could use it. Maybe, like, there was one guitar that was like literally, there was a piano and a guitar, and the guitar didn't really work, and that was generally needed to be used by the guitar teacher, whoever the guitar teacher was. So there was no, I don't know. Sure, we all got along, like, we all did our own thing, but it just would have been handy if there's a few instruments there, you know. In a job, there was no instruments in my primary school. And my secondary school, there was a guitar for the whole school, and it was just because someone left it there. And I'm not complaining, like, if we had to bring in, we could all bring in our own instruments, but it just would have been handy, like, do you know, like, just jam or whatever. It was really cool in my secondary school. We'd be allowed to stay back after school and just use a classroom, do you know, for an hour, and do almost like a kind of a band practice in the classroom. It was all, I don't know how legal it was and all the rest of it, but like, if you're a really good mate with a teacher, they'd look the other way and be like, yeah, you can use my classroom for an hour, just like, you know, don't touch on them, because we just want somewhere to, you know, practice singing or whatever with a friend. Now I think about it, it's probably one of my highlights of my life, like. And Bono and the boys, because I went to the same secondary school as you too. That's what Bono and the boys did. They just practiced in Mount Temple secondary school. All right, and there's nothing special about Mount Temple. It's just it's a representation of the Irish public school system. It's just everyone does their best, you know what I mean? No, I mean, I'm not saying it was great or bad. Everyone did the best with the tools they had at the time, and so on. I'm after losing Scientology. This is my head starts going paranoid and going, oh shit, Scientology's on to me, and they've cut my internet off. Because they do weird shit, man. They do weird shit. If you say something bad about Scientology, there's gonna be repercussions, fucking guaranteed, man. So yeah, hopefully they don't see me as a threat and they just go, sure, no one listens to VeganSteven anyway, and I'll get away with it. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Where are we? Sorry. Alright, so we're talking, the material came from an organisation, Youth for Human Rights, over about 500 organisations operating internally of the church, widely regarded as front groups. Oh, fucking hell. For the Church of Scientology. Jesus Christ, that's insane. Front groups. The Dublin teacher was familiar with the group, having previously taught his class a module on Scientology. Oh, fuck my life. He had even used some of the organisation's own material to illustrate how it operates. That is creepy as fuck. It was pretty... Do you know, like, this is what the Catholic Church did. It involved itself with the school system, and it's taken forever to separate the church and religion. Church and religion. Well, the church and government. The things I'm mixing up. When you mix church and government, it's always a shit show. Alright? You get shit like the Crusades. If anyone doesn't know what the Crusades are, it's when loads of people trying to invade other people to spread religion, and it's a fucking shit show. I was pretty savvy just because I was aware of it in the past, but as a teacher the response packs are really, really good. I would be afraid that a young naive teacher would be taken in. You're grabbing for resources, and when you're teaching the topic of human rights, which falls into so many different subjects, you think this will be fantastic. Although Youth for Human Rights is staffed and funded almost exclusively by Scientology, the controversial organisation mentioned now where in the literature guest, G-U or Gauntlet, is it? G-U or E-N-T, received, I don't know what that spells. The only overt clue to its connection is the mention of the Scientology fiction writer L Ron Hubbard. Damn! Scientology founder who is listed as humanitarian alongside Gandhi. Oh, fuck off. Gandhi, Martin Luther King, and yeah. Well, listen, Martin Luther King did one or two dodgy things, and Gandhi definitely did some dodgy things. And L Ron Hubbard did very, 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 very dodgy things. So, yeah, I think the least dodgy is Martin Luther King, then Gandhi, then L Ron Hubbard takes the dodgiest by far. But listen, I don't know. Here's another quote. They embedded the ideology into it in a very discreet way. You have to really look to see it. It's kind of covert, the way of getting into schools. Current says that his name is G-U-R-E-E-T. Here we have a quote. An Irish Times investigation has found that over the past 2 years, the Church of Scientology has made a huge effort to insert itself into Irish society. Moving on, that's the end of the quote, I think. An Irish Times investigation has found that over the past 2 years, the Church of Scientology has made a huge effort to insert itself into Scientology, as well as sending thousands of brochures to schools around the country. The way the Church has attempted, sometimes successfully, to convince government-funded charities, including those working with drug addicts, prisoners and sex offenders, I'm not saying... Okay, we'll move on because that's a touchy subject. To use its material promoting Hubbard's worldview. Okay. Experts warn that those efforts are an attempt to normalise the Church and to help it obtain charitable status in Ireland, meaning it wouldn't have to pay tax. Oh, cunts. So there's always shit on the back end. They say that despite its social programmes in Ireland, it is still the same organisation that has been accused of indoctrinating members while forcing them to donate huge sums of money and to disown any family or friends who object. The same organisation that in the 1970s engaged a criminal conspiracy to infiltrate the US government to destroy incriminating records on its founder. Jesus Christ. Irish Scientology representatives say their organisation is merely trying to help the most vulnerable of Irish society and brainwash the fuck out of them because it's legal, and deny any ulterior ulterior motive, and they claim to be enjoying a huge amount of success. It's Chris Grett, religious teacher who has been sent church-tired literature. Photograph, Brenda Fitzsimons. I think that's who took the photograph. Okay. Only 87 members. Scientology, that's the little underheadline there. Scientology is not new to Ireland. In fact, Hubbard set up a facility on Merrion Square in 1956. Because, like I said, they can't spend the money on cars and shit. They spend it on property. They can't buy clothes and shit. Just 2 years after founding the organisation, yet it has never made significant inroads here. A lot of people, Scientology have their international base in Ireland, just to do with tax cuts and so on. Even if they can rent an apartment with a letterbox, and all that means is this is the international headquarters. So for tax reasons, there's a lot of tax cuts by having your international headquarters just legally in Ireland. So normally a lot of people do is they just rent out an apartment with a letterbox, and every 2 weeks they get someone to go in there and collect the mail. It's the done thing by a lot of organisations and stuff. I can't remember the exact technical term for it, but pretty much you rent out an apartment, just have a letterbox there, you're grand. If you really have a few bob, put a receptionist in there. The last just 2 years ago, after founding the organisation, yet it has never made significant inroads here. It says inroads. I've never heard that word before. The last census showed that only 87 Irish members, and up to a few years ago, the organisation was deeply in debt, DEBT, and relying on funds from its US headquarters to stay afloat. Alright. But recently, Scientology, which has been officially labelled as a cult in several countries, oh Jesus, alright, but not Ireland? That's unusual. Appears to have turned its fortunes around in Ireland. That's FORTUNES, fortunes, as evidenced by the opening in major centres on Merrion Square, Firth House, South Dublin West, at a cost of millions. The opening of the centres graduated a huge amount of public attention, but the organisation's more subtle innovativities, initiatives have gone largely under the radar. The Irish Times have gathered reports from 47 schools around the country, and that say they have been sent material from Scientology groups. One more quote here. 2 sources of Scientology's Irish National Affairs Office claim to have distributed over 40,000 youth for human rights leaflets to teachers around the country. That's a lot of money to put in brainwashing kids. They're preying on people who are under the age of 18, by the way. They're brainwashing your actual fucking kids in the fucking schools. Alright. Excuse my language, please. Youth for Human Rights leaflets to teachers around the country. Scientology itself claims to have distributed 500,000 drug-free world booklets in Ireland. Yeah, shit. I actually read a booklet on the whole drug thing, and I was like, this really makes sense. It was just saying generic shite, and then my friend was like, whoa, that's a Scientology leaflet, and I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, that's just a front for Scientology. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Catherine Barry, a secondary school English teacher in Fermony, County Cork, says she is aware of 2 teachers at her other Irish schools who have used its anti-drug material in class. So they have quoted Scientology's anti-drug campaign, which has subtle hints to join Scientology. I'm guessing that's my own interpretation of reading what was quoted in this article. I could be wrong. She believes the lack of concrete anti-drug and mental health syllabus in schools forms a fertile ground for Scientologists to infiltrate with their own brand of misinformation. Unlike traditional subjects where there is an established body of knowledge that has been built up over centuries, the area of well-being has no real content from which to form a syllabus, she says. Marie Griffin, Chief Executive at CEST, C-E-I-S-T, I don't know what that is, an organisation that operates more than 100 Catholic secondary schools, says she is aware of a number of schools getting Scientology material. It doesn't appear to be linked to the organisation at first, but when you read into it, it becomes apparent. Most teachers who spoke in the newspaper says they did not use the material when they learnt of its connection of Scientology. Others say they found it too US focused for an Irish class, but there are some evidence of the material finding its own way. The classroom Scientology spokeswoman says the church is regularly involved to speak at schools. Regularly invited to speak at schools about community programs. That's creepy as fuck. Oh, fuck me, I'm so tired. Excuse me. Two Scientology organizations applied solicitors, SCHOLASTICS, what's that? Scholastics, and the foundation of a drug-free world paid for stands at the Education and Training Board Ireland's conference in Kilkenny in September, when they offered to come back to schools to speak to the students. Alright. Oh my god, this keeps fucking going and going and going. Okay, I think you get the offense. This just keeps going. Alright, they're targeting kids. They're literally trying to sell some kind of weird ass religion thing to your kids. Okay, we'll just have a little look at the comments here. Alright. Alright. There are some comments I can see here which are clearly by Scientology members trying to infiltrate the way of the conversation, because there's some comments there being like, yeah, I kind of see, but okay, whatever. Alright, so I'm just going to go into some documentaries which I love about Scientology, and then I'll leave it, because listen, you do whatever the fuck you want. I enjoyed some of these documentaries, and if you ever feel like doing it, you can do it. Going Clear was a really fun documentary. Alright, my love, we gotta wrap this up. Scientology documentaries. Oh, so we've got sociology. Alright, at the top of my head, Going Clear was probably my favourite one. That's 2015. My Scientology movie by Louis Theroux was not my favourite, but I love Louis Theroux, so it kind of made up for me. And I don't know the other ones. There's some other ones, but I'm not sure what their angle is, on Scientology. So I'll be afraid to. Those two, Going Clear is definitely my favourite one. And then the Scientology, I've watched loads, but Going Clear and Going Clear, and then Louis Theroux is always a good man. Louis Theroux is a good lad. Let's see, Leah Raminsdale is coming out, giving out about. She was in King of Queens and some other good shows. She's coming out saying, whatever. Paranoia, Secrets of Scientology 2010 is a documentary. I don't know what though. Going Clear and Prison of Beliefs is probably my favourite one. It's by HBO. HBO would be considered a reputable company of some description, as would Louis Theroux be quite a respected documentarian. Alright, so listen, I am just a lad talking a lot of shite, but I will try to reference people who actually know what they're talking about as regards They're well respected in their field. Alright. We have a thing from here. Ex-Scientology member, independent.ie, says, do not go near them. It will destroy you. Okay? Alright. So, I just wanted to... Okay. Joe.ie, I think someone paid Joe.ie. Autism activist reveals relief after talking to the Church of... Oh, Jesus, that doesn't... Oh, God. Yeah, see, they pay their way into... Oh, Jesus Christ. Joe.ie, I hope you're not confused. Alright. Let's see... Joe.ie... Do you have anything to say about it? Okay, it doesn't have anything. Joe.ie, tell me you're not a big absolute fuckhead. Joe.ie has an article here by Alan Longeron. This is, I don't know, but it looks like Scientology just gave them... Oh, okay, sorry, okay. Excuse my negativity. All they were doing was saying, listen, it opened, and then they said, check out Louis True's My Scientology Movie. Okay. Which has still not received the green light to be shown in Ireland. Okay. So listen, that was, if I keep going on, I'm just going to repeat myself more. Is Scientology creepy? I don't know. You do your own research if you want to. If just for entertainment and value alone, going clear was very enjoyable to me. So that's it. Alright. And even if you think I was talking a lot of shite, I hope you had a chuckle somewhere, because that's my main goal, you know.